Hi there, my name's Andrew Adams from Parker Adams Boat Sales, and I am here today down in Plymouth on what you would be forgiven for thinking is a brand new boat, but it isn't. This is a 2008 Princess 54 that was formerly called Manic that we sold back in the autumn last year. Now, the reason I'm here today to do a revisited walkthrough tour is because this boat has been completely refitted by, to be frank, the wizards at Setag. This boat is absolutely breathtaking. I have never been on a boat of this age that looks this stunning. I'm so excited to bring you this walkthrough tour. So as I mentioned, I'm down here in Plymouth today at the home of Setag. Now this is a Princess 54 that we sold back in the autumn, and the owners of it have completely refitted it with Setag, and the results, to be blunt, they're breathtaking. I was absolutely blown away when I walked on board this boat. Now this is a boat that we know really well. So this boat came onto our sales pontoon on the Hamble River and was with us for a couple of months before she sold. So we were on and off this boat regularly, making sure that the batteries were topped up, etc. And so when I come on board this boat today, I literally don't recognise it. And one of the things that I'm just most impressed with is the fact that the more you look at the boat, the more it impresses you. The work that Setag have done on this is just mind-blowing. So what I'm going to do, I'm down here on my own today. Jonathan is down in the Solent doing sea trials, so I got the good job of coming down to Plymouth today, and it is such a pleasure to be here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start off outside, and then I'm going to give you sort of that experience of walking onto this boat for the first time. But the upholstery out here has been replaced. This was Silvertex before, but you can see this really, it's a very unique trademark Setag way of doing the upholstery here, to put these extra lines into it, and I think it's something that's really nice because it's instantly recognisable as being a Setag boat when you have upholstery that's got these really stunning lines in it. The covers have all been replaced. You can see there's a brand new set of covers down here, and a lot of boats of this age would have perhaps blue covers, black covers, but I like the fact it's got a lighter colour cover which really blends beautifully with the upholstery. So what I'm going to do now is give you that visual experience when you first walk into the boat that I had a moment ago. Throughout this video I'll put overlays on here of what it looked like before and then what it looks like now. It is just the most incredibly new boat feeling on an old boat that I have ever been on. It is simply breathtaking. When you walk in here, one of the things that you immediately see is this LED lighting that stretches away from you. And I'm just going to focus on that ceiling for a second, because Princesses had multiple ceiling panels of this age, but what Setag seem to have done is they've created just this incredible flowing line that makes it feel that it's all one piece, and the LED lighting strip that they've put up into that ceiling is just incredible. It gives such a premium feel, and I know a lot of boats are doing this on new boats now, but you really get that feeling of quality on a used boat. That Setag have done all these incredible design cues. The use of the colours is so clever. So Setag have their own design team, and what they do is they blend these colours effortlessly just to make this boat feel beautiful. The use of the materials that they use is so premium, but I love the fact that it's got the traditional wood in places, although some of it's been covered. Where it still sits, it just looks incredible. The other thing that I'm really blown away by is the quality of the way that these ceiling panels and wall panels have been done. They just look almost like sprayed fiberglass. The tightness of the workmanship here is so good. There's a slight soft sheen that you can see there on the panel, and it really does look just simply beautiful. They've got a pop-up television, which is just here. Oh, I pressed the right button. They've got a pop-up television here that just slides down. And one of the big changes, you can see if I put this overlay on here, this used to be a sideboard, but now it's been replaced by this really lovely sofa. And I said about the boat gets better and better the more you look at it. You can just see things like the leather that's been used on here has also been used to create this really lovely wrap around the back of the seating there. So it just feels that there's so many different textures going on, which just creates that real premium new boat feel for this. It's just stunning. I really am blown away by it. It's still got the traditional things like the Princess lit cupboard there, so you've got your glasses behind a pre-lit cupboard, which looks lovely. The table here has been recovered, so you've got this same leather that's used here that's been used on the area there, so everything ties together just incredibly, but the feeling on this boat is just amazing. I love the Princess 54 because you've got this upper seating position as well, so you can have multiple groups of friends on board this boat. But just stepping up here, it just feels amazing. All of the linings have all been replaced all the way around here. This area has been updated. And then the dash has all been updated as well. You've got brand new navigations gone in. So you've got a 16-inch Raymarine plotter. You've got new I-70s, new chart plotter controls. And of course, this boat is powered by Volvo Penta D12 800. So not only does the boat look fantastic, but it will also go beautifully as well. So just stepping back here, you can really see the quality on this. The blinds, they've all been replaced. They're new ocean air blinds with a slightly brushed stainless steel effect. And again, it just looks incredible. But it gets even better when you go down below. It just keeps giving this boat. I love the design cues of the LED lighting here. As you step down, I almost feel like I'm hovering when I come down these steps. So you step down the steps here into the galley area. The galley area hasn't been touched too much because it doesn't really need to be. The wood's always been in very good condition on this boat. But if you get to here and then turn around and look, it feels like a little super yacht. It just has the most amazing feel to it. So let's start off in this cabin. So this is the small third cabin, a twin cabin. You can see the side linings have all been replaced. There's a really lovely texture in that side upholstery, which then goes right the way around to the headboard, different linings on the top. And then what I love is the little Setag design cues. So you've got a dark green or sort of dark jade colour that runs through here. Then you've got this really, really nice, totally different texture that runs down the side. And then that design cue is then picked up in the cushions. So you've got everything is tied together so beautifully. The wall linings, again, you've got this lovely soft sheen that hopefully you can see on the camera down here. And it just feels such a premium space to be. This is only a little third cabin, but it feels absolutely beautiful. Let's go on into what is the guest cabin, but I always think these are amazing because I'd be more than happy if this was a master cabin. All of the new carpets, it's the highest quality wool carpets. Again, this lovely soft sheen on the walls. All of the ceiling panels have been replaced, and there's a new Setag mattress, which is nicely embroidered there. And again, just talking about these design cues, this extra headboard has been added around there. The panel at the back with this soft jade colour, and again picking up on the cushions there, it really looks fantastic. Once again, I'll put an overlay here of what this bedroom looked like before and then what it looks like now. This LED lighting particularly really sets this off superbly with those 2 footstools that come out to provide extra seating as well. In the heads, it's had a new flooring that's been put down. Not much has been changed in here because, to be honest, all the surfaces are pretty wiped clean and presented nicely anyway, but the new flooring really sets it off, and the new shower grate over there. But let's go through into the master, and this again, it just took my breath away when I walked down into here. The LED lighting all the way around the bed there, and then there's so many different just colours, so softly muted, that come together to make this into it's a boudoir of a bedroom now. You've got a lovely piece of design wood that runs all the way through there. That's all new, air conditioning vent above it. And then again, you've got the carpeting, you've got this headboard material, a different material up here, the jade running through, which is then again picked up on the cushions there. And you can see the impression of this midships cabin is just fantastic. New blinds all the way throughout, so that feels very, very modern. Just a sailing boat going past there. It all feels very, very modern, but having someone who's done wall linings myself on my own boat, I can't get over just how impressive the workmanship is to get these wall linings so incredibly tight that it just looks like it's been moulded out of fiberglass, but it's not. It's a soft wall lining cover. I know I'm banging on about that, but it's because I've done some wall lining work myself. I know just how impressive this work is. There's a new piece of leather that's been inset there, which replaces the old dark leather. And you can see again from this view here, just beautiful. I love the LED lighting when it goes underneath the bed, because the bed literally feels like it's floating, which is really, really nice. You can see that sort of floating bed effect there is really, really breathtaking. So we come back out now. I'll head back up into the saloon area. Just look at these lights. I love those. I need to find a way of putting those lights on my boat. It really is amazing. So as we come up here, one thing I will say is it's a very, very miserable day down here in Plymouth, and so I'm not going to take the flybridge covers off to show you the flybridge upholstery, but I will do an overlay photograph here. Again, this is the before and this is the after. So even on the flybridge, it just looks breathtakingly beautiful. What I'm going to do, I'm just going to put the camera down for a second and then just do a final little piece to camera and just talk a bit more about this particular boat. Now, I've known Chris and the team for a couple of years now, and the first time I came across Chris and the work that he'd done was on a boat called Breeze, which was a Targa 47, which they exhibited at the Southampton Boat Show. I think it was 2 years ago. And on that boat, again, it just had that new boat feeling when you stepped on board a boat. And that's what Setag really specialise in. It's giving that new boat quality at pre-owned prices. New boat prices are so astronomically expensive now that the opportunity to buy something like this, which is quite literally a fraction of the price of something that if it were new, but just getting all of these design cues, all of the very latest quality materials, and just presented in an incredible way. Now, the normal length of time on a refit like this is about 6 to 8 weeks, which is an incredible amount of work to do in that time. And what you do is you just end up with an incredible feeling boat that I'm probably getting a little bit too waxing lyrical about this boat, but it's a boat that, as I mentioned, we knew really well. We spent a lot of time on this boat when we were selling it. And to step on board it today, it just does not feel like the same boat. One of the things that I was so pleased to hear was that the owners on Friday, they called me and they just left Plymouth and they were emotional. You could actually hear slightly their voices breaking when they were describing how it felt to step on board this boat, to see the work that Setag had done. It really did blow them away. And they're so excited to take this boat up to Wales, which I think it's going up there next week, weather permitting, to its new home up there. It had long been their dream to buy a boat once they had met the team at Setag at the Southampton Boat Show a few years ago. They wanted to find a boat that they could do this sort of work to, and they've absolutely nailed it. It's a real pleasure to be down here in Plymouth today, and I hope you've enjoyed what's a slightly different, feel a bit like Grand Designs revisited on this. So the boat was always lovely. Once again, I'm just going to overlay a few more photographs of the boat here. The Princess 54 is a beautiful boat. It was in good condition before, but the way that it's presented now, it quite literally feels like a mini super yacht, and I'm so impressed by it. I hope you've enjoyed the video. As always, if you'd like to subscribe to the channel, that would be amazing, and we hope to continue working with Setag and bringing more boats like this to the channel in the next few months. Thanks as always.